Anthropic just launched something huge and it's called Claude Design. And just look at it, what it can do. So now you can build branded one-pagers, app prototypes, slide decks, motion graphics, even client mockups, all with just single text prompts. You don't have to use Figma, you don't have to use Canva. No designers needed. You can think of it like this. Claude AI helps you think, but Claude Design helps you build. You can now build anything visual just in seconds. So today I'm going to show you how to use it with full dashboard tour. So I'm going to discuss every feature with 2 live projects. So one quick thing before we open the dashboard. So Claude Design is a separate product from Claude AI. So this is Claude AI normal one. And if you want to open the design part, just click here and then you will get Claude Design. So for this, you will have to use either Pro plan or Max plan. Only then you are going to see the option of Claude Design. So here you will see research preview at the top, which means it's still early. So this is how the dashboard looks like. So you can see here, there are 3 main areas: design, example, and design system. So if I click on design, this is what you are going to see. So it is like your home base. So every project that you are going to build will live here. So you will see all the recent designs here that you have made. Right now, I have one of my own project, which is called SpeakX. You can see this here. And if I click here, this is the example part. So we'll come back to this later on. And then we have design systems. So this is the most important feature of this entire app, and honestly the most skipped one. So now on the left panel, this is where you start a new project. So you can see 4 different types. So here is when to use each one. So first we have prototype. So this is mainly if you want to build app screens, websites, or dashboard. And here you can see 2 different options inside. So first we have wireframe. It means black and white skeleton and no styling. So this is mainly used for early planning. So then we have high fidelity. So if you want something which is like production ready or very professional, then you will have to select this one. So next we have slide deck. So you will just have to give it a topic and then you are going to get a full presentation slide back. So if you toggle this on, then it is going to use less text on your slides. And next we have from template. So if you already have a pre-built template which you have designed earlier, then this is what you can use. So right now there is only one template, which is animation. So just wanted to let you know that if you're building something that you really like, then you can save that as a template, and that template you can use it later on. And next we have other section. So if you want something like one pager, posters, infographics, or branded PDFs, this is what you will have to select. So anything that does not fit this all 3, then you will have to put it in the other section. So now let us discuss about design system. So this is one of the most important section. So please pay attention to it. So if I click on create, this is what you are going to see. So here you have to mention the company name and the details that you want to provide. And then we have link code on GitHub. So if you have any repo on GitHub, you can simply copy the link and it will fetch all the data from your GitHub. Then we have link code from your computer. So if you have any file which is in your computer, you can simply drag the folder and add it. And then Claude Design is going to take all those files from that folder. Then we have upload a .fig file. So if you have any Figma file, you can upload it here. And then in the end, we have add fonts, logos, and asset. So if you have any of this, you can simply drag and drop this here. And as a bonus, if you want to add anything extra, you can do it here in the notes section. So for my use case, I'll enter this here. So AutomationX is my school community. So here I have mentioned AI automation education community for creators and freelancers on school. So I've given the company name and a few details about it. And then here I'll keep this empty, and the link code option will also be empty here. So, and I don't have any Figma file, so I'm not uploading any Figma file here, but I'm going to upload the logo and the font. So I've uploaded the font and I've uploaded the logo design. And in the notes section, this is what I'm going to mention. So AutomationX uses deep orange and charcoal black on a clean white background, modern, sharp, no fluff. So here I have mentioned the audience details like creators and freelancers learning AI automation. And then I have also given the voice, which is confident and practical, like a friend who knows what they are talking about. And the founder here is Dheeraj. And now I'm going to click continue to generation. So I'll click on generate here and we'll wait for 5 minutes. So now you can see it is creating our design system. So it is asking to keep this tab open and come back in 5 minutes. So now you can see this is what it has given me here. So now it has faced few problems in uploading the font that I have given in zip file, but I don't have to worry. It has found an alternate way to get the font. So whatever font I have asked for, it has fetched the same thing from Google Fonts. Now if this one looks good, I'll simply say looks good. And now it has given me color palette. So if I'm okay with this, I'll simply select looks good. And then the neutral scale will also I'll select looks good. So if you want to change this, just select needs work and then you can make the changes accordingly. So I'll click on looks good again, and here also I'll do the same thing for all. So now you can see it has fully generated the design here. So if this one looks good, I'll simply select here again, looks good. So on the right hand side, if you see this option, there is a section called design files. So if you open this, you can see all the assets, the font style, the preview option, and then you can also see the skill.md file and the readme file for this. So this is how you can create your own design system using your own assets. So now if you come to the design section, you can see here the design that you have just built. Now we'll come on the example section. So if you click here, you will see lot of different designs here. So if you want any of these designs to be used, simply select use this prompt, and then whatever prompt you see here, you can tweak and make your modification, and then you can add it accordingly. So it is going to generate the same thing that you see here in the example section. So now if I come here in the design system, so this is the design that I have already published recently. So now let us create a slide deck using our own design system. So for this, I'll come here and let me rename it as AutomationX. And here you see, so whatever design system I have built, I can select it from here. Okay, so I've selected this one because this is the one that I have just built. So I'll select this. Now I'll click on create. So now this is the page that you will see. So here, if you want to add any screenshot, any code base, you can do it here. Okay, but for my case, I will simply give this prompt. So what I've mentioned is create a one-page welcome document for AutomationX, an AI automation community for creators and freelancers. So there will be 4 sections: headline, what we do, 3 benefits, and CTA. So use the AutomationX design system, which is premium, modern, and clean. So here you can see clearly my design system is selected here. So I'll simply click on send. So now you can see it is working. It is listing all the files, and now it is taking action, and it is building the slide deck. And boom, you can see now it has generated this slide deck for me. So based on what I have asked, so it has given me this page, a community for builders where creators automate, and then it has mentioned what we do, and then here it says what you get, and here it says ready to automate, join us on school. So now if I have to make any kind of modification here, so I have multiple options here. So first I have the tweaks option. So if I click here, so it is asking me to describe the tweak. Now if I need ideas about the tweak, I'll simply click here. So now on the bottom right corner, you can see multiple tweak options here. So if I select on loud, you can see this is how the design changes. And now in the voice section, we have 3 different options here. So let me select hype, and then this is the change that it has done. And if I select friendly, then this is the change that it has made. So now by default, it is in editorial option. So if I select magazine, then this is how it is going to look like. And if I click manifesto, then this is how it is going to look like. So if you want to tweak your design, this is what you will have to select. So once you make all the changes as per your requirements, then you can simply turn this off. So this is one way by which we can make modification. The second way is by adding a comment section. So now if I click on this comment section, and let's say I want to change this header, I'll simply select in this box, and here I'll add the comment. Okay, so it says make this headline larger and bolder. Match the CTA button to the brand orange exactly. So now I'll click here, send to Claude. So on the left hand side, you can see it is thinking and it is processing my request, and now it has made the changes accordingly. So similarly, whatever changes that you want to make, you can simply give a prompt and it is going to do the changes. So the next option is the edit option. So here you can edit manually whatever you want. For example, if I click here edit, and here if I want to make any changes, so let's say a community for builders in 2026, or whatever you want to add, you can add it. So this is not only for this header, it is also for any section that you want to change. And again, on the right hand side, you can see, so if you want to change the font, you can come here and change whatever font you want. And similarly, if you want to change the size, weight, color, alignment, line, tracking, everything can be changed here. You just have to enter your values here. Not only this, inside the box, you can also change the padding, margin, border, and radius section. And then we have another option here of draw. So if you click here, so you can make a drawing, and then you can ask to make the changes. So for example, I want to change this area. So what I'll do, I'll simply draw this area. I'll put a border inside here, and then you can speak here, or else you can type here and simply click on send, and then it is going to make the changes accordingly. So now let us see how to use this prototype option. So just click here. So let me select a project name, fitness X. So now if you want to select your design system, you can select it from here. But for my use case, I'm not selecting this. So I'm simply selecting this none. So now I'll select here high fidelity and click on create. So if you have any design system, if you want to add any screenshot, if you want to attach any code base, this is where you will have to do it. So now I'll simply give a prompt here. So this is what I've given. So I've mentioned create a high fidelity web app prototype for a fitness platform called FitTrack. Design a responsive dashboard style web application with the following pages. Okay, so I've given the pages that I want, and then I've given the style that I want. So now I'll simply click on send, and now let's wait for the magic to happen. And boom, you can see it is ready now. So this looks really amazing. So now if I click on get started for free, this is what I can see. This is how the dashboard looks like. So you can see calories burned, the number of steps, resting hour, active minutes. So this is the upper push, and these are all the exercises. And here you can see the quick actions, and this week and the recent activity, today's macros, everything we have got it here. This looks really amazing. If I click on exercise log, we can see here we can import a plan, and then this is how it looks like, the exercise, group, sets, rep. And then if I click on progress, this is the progress bar. So we can see a good chart here. This is the strength trend. We have got personal records, we have got total volume, average session length, resting hour, and the training consistency. So this looks really amazing. So now if you want to export it, you have multiple options here. Just click on share. So these are all the options that you will see. So first, if you want to export it as a zip, so it will download everything as a zip file, the HTML, CSS and everything. Similarly, if you want to export it as a PDF, just select this one. If you want a presentation, then you will have to select this one. And then if you want to send everything to Canva, then you have to select this option. And then if you want to download everything as a standalone HTML file, then you will have to select this option. And now the most important part is that if you want to make a production ready web application using this design, then you will have to use Claude Code. For using Claude Code, simply select this option, handoff to Claude Code. Just select this. Now this is the option that you will get. So you can simply copy the command and you can run it in your terminal, or else if you're using Claude Web, then you will have to select this option. So I'll just copy this command and run it in Claude Code, and then it is going to do everything what I want inside Claude Code. Or else you also have an option to download it as a zip file, and then you can upload it in the agent chat option. So this is how you do it. So one bonus use case that you can try it from your end is that you can build motion graphics. Just give a prompt and you can build whatever motion graphics you want. So one honest feedback from my end before I wrap this up is that Claude Design has its own weekly usage limit. So it is separate from the regular Claude credits. So I have consumed 100% limit of Claude. But if you see the other model limits, so I have only used 30%. So now if you see, this is resetting on Tuesday. So both these limits are separate from each other. For Claude Code it is separate, for Claude Design it is separate. So for this, the rule that you should follow is that only do when it is very serious use case, that you want to do it for yourself in a production ready environment, or else if you want to do it for your client. Don't do this just to test and demo. Don't simply waste the tokens unnecessarily. So now if you want all the prompts and all the step-by-step guide to build this, you can come and join my free school community. You can come to the classroom section and then you can get access to it. And also I have got a paid community where you can get access to my AI automation courses. So if you want, you can join this as well. So if you like this video, you can put a thumbs up and you can subscribe to my channel for more AI automation contents. Thank you so much for watching.